Hi, I'm Eric Minick with Harness, the AI company for everything after code. And today we're going to talk about rolling deployments as the first part in a series on deployment strategies. And when we're thinking about how to do a deployment, we're going to be thinking about how to keep our users safe and happy. So let's get our users on the board. All right, let's get a little user here. Cool. All right. How do our users get to our applications, right? We're probably through some sort of load balancer, right? Our load balancer is going to control traffic to some number of nodes or servers. And that's what we're going to be deploying to, right? Is our nodes and servers. And what we want to avoid here is the big bang release where we go to all of these at once and we update them all, right? We take our application down, we begin our upgrade, we bring it back up. Because while it's down, our user can't get to the application. And if they can't get to the application, they're sad and they're not giving us money and all of that. And that's no good, right? So let's avoid that. So how do we avoid that? What does a rolling deployment do? Well, we're going to interact with our load balancer. What we're going to do is we are going to take one of our nodes and we're going to take it out of the load balancer. And our users are going to still have access to all of the other instances. And because the application is still up, they're still going to be happy, right? They're going to be good. Perfect. And then we're going to go to our node that is out and we're going to upgrade it. And once it's upgraded and it's online and it's working, then we're going to put it back in the load balancer. Then we're going to come to our next one and we're going to upgrade that one. And we're going to put it back in the load balancer. And so on and so forth. One by one, we take it out, we upgrade it until we've gone through all of them and we've upgraded each one in turn. That makes sense if we've got 4, right? Now the nice thing is we've got most of our capacity at any time, right? In this situation where we only have 4, we're taking 1 out, we have 75% of our capacity available for our users at any time. We're probably fine. They probably don't notice this at all. This is relatively simple to implement too. Great. So for our users, right, they don't notice. They are going to be happy. Great. For our business, they get to put their new features out, get innovation without disrupting the website, without losing money. They're going to be happy. And then this is pretty simple to implement. So for our DevOps team, for our engineers, they're going to be pretty happy too. Right? The only one who might be a little bit nervous about this one, right, might be the SRE team, right, or ops, because we don't have any tie-in to observability here. So if this new version starts lighting something on fire, we don't have anything that stops this rollout because it's lighting things on fire. So that's something we might work on with fancier versions of deployment strategies. And we'll talk about that later in this video series. But for now, that's how a rolling deployment works. And I hope you learned something today, and I hope you found this video valuable. Tell us what you liked and didn't like about this video down in the comments. Thanks for watching.